Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? So today I'm not out in the field, I'm just at home, but I wanted to put this video out there because it's going to be a two-piece. It's the second part is going to be some dirty detecting, and what I mean by that is in fast, out fast. It's not illegal, it's just where the place is, and so you don't interfere with a community. Sometimes you got to get in fast and out fast. Even though I have checked with the sheriff's department, it's perfectly legal to detect this spot. So we're going to do this video in two pieces, and this is piece one, or part one, whatever. So this is the story of the Mormon Station bank robbery of 1860. It was a payroll that was going to Virginia City mines, and I believe it was a Silver King mine up there. I'm not sure, but it came in from Sacramento, and it got hit leaving Mormon Station in Genoa, headed to Virginia City. Now, how this went down was a couple of cowboys that were working at the mine overheard a conversation, and they overheard the correct conversation. They heard the superintendent of the mine and one of the mine owners talking about the payroll shipment and how they were going to get it there. And they come up with this idea to use public transit, which back in the day was stagecoaches carrying passengers. So they took $40,000 of gold coin and they stashed it in an old-fashioned nail keg, and they put it on the stagecoach with just everyday passengers. Well, the stage came down from Sacramento on Kingsbury Grade into Mormon Station. That's a long trip. These people are tired. It's late at night. They swap out the horses. Everybody stretches their legs. Drivers get a drink, whatever they need to do, eat. They leave out. When they leave out, I believe it was around 11 at night. It was late. So they leave out of the station. They hit this rise, and two men stop the coach. These two men are Shorty Chilton and Slim Haskins, who happened to be miners that overheard that conversation, obviously. So they stopped the coach, and the only thing they asked for was that keg of nails. Nobody on the coach knew it was in that keg. They all thought it was just nails for the mine. So drivers, no problem, they give them the keg of nails, saying it's heavy. You can't carry this. It's going to be hard for two people to carry it, fast anyways, and move it quickly. So they usher the stage on its way. Then they roll this keg into the tree line. Now there's several different stories on this, but this part right here stays the same every time it is told, and it's very entertaining too. So you kind of, while I was going through the stories, putting everything together, you can kind of read between the lines and see the relationship between Shorty and Slim. Just a little bit of it. And they're both criminals, so they don't trust each other. So they get the keg off the stage. Stage leaves. They roll it up into the tree line. They bury it under a pine tree. Now they both take $1,000 each, and they're going to go their separate ways, and they'll come back later at another time to divvy this up. So Slim grabs his 1,000. He leaves. He goes up into the side of the hill and hides and watches a spot. Shorty leaves, loops around, comes back, digs up the keg, moves it to another location, buries it again. Slim comes back down after Shorty left, digs it back up, and moves it again. So after this, Slim takes off. He's headed for Colorado. Shorty is on his way to Carson City, where a few hours later, he got nabbed. About 30 miners from Virginia City posseed up. They got word of this pretty quickly, and they were on the warpath. They caught up to Shorty in Carson quickly. Shorty, after having his life threatened, says, "Hey, I'll take you to where it's at. We'll dig it up. You get your money back." So they go out to Genoa. They go up in the hill line, and he goes to that pine tree, and there's nothing but a hole. They hung him from that tree. No gold, you're done. So Slim makes his way to Colorado. Decade or two later, he's on his deathbed, dying. I think it was of tuberculosis. And he lays this whole story out to his caretaker. And he let her know what went down, where he buried the gold, and everything. There are several accounts on this. Some say Slim died in Montana. Some say Slim died in Colorado. But like I said, we're not really overly concerned with where he died at. We are concerned with what he said. Now, to this day, in part 2, I'm going to show you exactly where this spot is. And after I'm done metal detecting it, you guys knock yourselves out, because you're going to find more than just gold. You're going to find, there are chances to find old guns, old coins, tools and such from the 1800s, even late 1700s. This is a very well-known route, very well-used route. It was the only route from pretty much Sacramento going into Virginia City proper to deal with the mines and everything, because the mine owners, they all lived in Sacramento. So what we're going to do on the second video is we're going to go out there and we're going to do a down and dirty detection. And like I said, people have been finding these gold eagles in the last couple of years just walking down a road. And I'm going to show you that road on the next video for Mormon Station. So now that we got that story out of the way, since I didn't get to go anywhere, not much entertainment, just standing here, I'm going to start telling jokes at the end of the video. Somebody asked me to do this. Once you guys get to know me, you'll know my sense of humor is evil. But, yeah. So we'll end the video with a joke. So there was a biker. He was driving down the Pacific Coast Highway, enjoying himself. He pulls over, take a rest break, and sitting out there watching the beach, looking out at the ocean, and God out of nowhere speaks to him. He goes, "Son, I've been watching you, and you've been a righteous individual your whole life. You've done right by others. You've done everything you could for others. I'd like to do something for you. If there was one thing in this world that I could do for you, what would it be?" Biker thought about it for a minute. And he goes, "You know, Lord, I'd like a bridge from here to Hawaii so I could ride my bike across it," which is a great idea, by the way. God thought about it for a minute. And he goes, "Well, you know, if we did that, the world would know something miraculous happened. Is there anything else I can do for you? Anything at all?" Biker thought about it for a minute. And he goes, "You know, Lord, I'd like to understand women." God, the next thing out of his mouth was, "How many lanes did you want on that bridge?" You guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.